What?
Do we have our audio in the stream?
Yeah, our audio's in stream now.
Sweet. Let's go. All right. Pull up the draft. The plan phase just started.
Yeah, it's all.
You have the client up on the stream.
Oh, do you see at the bottom?
Oh, at the bottom. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Nice.
They got the Seraphine ban. Ooh, Jinx ban.
Jinx is, I think, way overtuned. They just buffed her. She has infinite stacking on her passive, and I think it's a really solid ban, especially if you're red side and you don't have the ability to first pick it. Alawi ban, that's probably targeting hockey. It's a champion that no one ever wants to play against, so solid ban from Shurima. Anivia banning out of control maze must be a target ban for someone. I think Savannahman does play Anivia actually, and then Vex coming in. Maybe we can get a mod to make an announcement.
Yeah.
Let me pull up.
Vex ban. They really do not like Vex for some reason. People were talking about how she's not worth the ban.
Well, I mean, if you have someone who just doesn't want to play against a Vex, then, you know, and then Aethel, I think, is a solid ban. The first pick comes out of, I think, a flex champion, Maokai.
And you can go support mid top, jungle top.
Jungle, yeah. So a pretty good blind pick. They can move around as they see fit. Zaya's first pick from Hockey's team, Blessed Isles. Do we see the Rakan?
I'm gonna mute my mic for 1 second while I go and see if I can.
I gotcha. Yep. Goes with the Nico. That could be a Nico jungle, could be a Nico support, another or a Nico mid. Another flex pick, I would say, from Blessed Isles. And let's see what Shurima does to respond. I'm gonna guess they're gonna pick ADC. They go with Ezreal, it looks like, or they're hovering. They lock in the Ezreal. And then maybe they pick mid laner here. Maybe they pick support if Maokai's not going to go support. So they go with Renata, so it looks like Maokai's probably going to be in the jungle. Ezreal, Renata bot lane. Pretty early, I would say, for a Renata pick, but nonetheless, it's always a solid team fighting champion.
Especially goes good with the Maokai. They're all very similarly reach the same area. So if they want to just get that wide lane.
We do see the Rakan out of the Xayah. So perfect synergy, of course, for Xayah Rakan. And I wonder if that's going to be Miss Danzy on the Xayah.
I see. I want to see an Aatrox or
I bet.
Or a Renekton for this next pick for Blessed Isles.
So the Syndra ban comes out. I think it would have been good to blind pick the Syndra. I think it's a really strong champion. I think Savannahman can really can play it really well. So it's unfortunate he's losing, such a strong champion. I think I would have liked that over the support pick in the first pick phase, but especially with the Nico showing. Jarvan ban, that's probably a hockey. They don't know where hockey's going to go, and neither do I. It's going to be interesting to see where hockey decides to go. He's a 4-time Chemtech in a row champion. He can play any position, any role. This guy's the GOAT, undisputed. So, very smart to target ban his champions. Are we good on the audio?
Yeah, you're good.
Sweet.
I just want to check.
The Ahri ban comes out, so 4 bans dedicated to the mid lane on Shurima. Let's see if the rest of the team can kind of hold their weight with such a big target on mid lane. Blessed Isle's going to have to blind pick here. The Zac jungle.
You know how I feel about Zac. That's sad.
Yeah, that's an insta ban every time for Colonel combo. So
he's annoying at what he does, and he's very good at it. It's just he spends your time trying to kill him, or you have to kill him a second time. That's it.
Right, and he does a good amount of damage too. Once he hits 3 items, and he's just like he scales so well. It's such an oppressive jungle pick. We see the Veigar come out to get some scaling on the side of Shurima as well. But they're going to have to come up with something that can shred this Zac, because right now I'm not seeing any damage that the Zac's going to be able to take. They really need a tank shredder from the top lane. So we're going to see the Vayne top. Do we have Vayne top?
I don't see... I think the Ezreal pick is the odd one out pick for Shurima, because all of them are get pick kill him except for Ezreal. How are they gonna deal with him?
And again, the Renata blind, they don't really have... Renata ult really doesn't do anything against this team comp. No one's really going to build attack speed and, hyper attack AD damage. So the Renata, I think, came out a little bit too early. Nocturne's picked for the last pick, and then Olaf. This looks like a scary team to play against Blessed Isles. A great draft by Hockey. It's what he's known for. And I don't know if they have an answer for this Zac. I mean, Nocturne maybe can build Bork's second item and do some damage to the Zac, but they're going to have their work cut out for them. In top lane, you have Olaf into a Maokai. I think it's a strong pick into a Maokai top. Tough for Maokai to deal with. So we'll go into the official draft. I'll be right back. Let me just grab something real quick.
Come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Life is too short for fear. I shall live.
Okay, see if I care.
New logo just dropped. Brand new. Straight from the presses.
Who dares defy my will?
People fear what they cannot understand.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So for those of you just joining us, I'm Tony Pajamas, and with me casting today is Colonel
Captain.
Combo, Captain Combo,
Captain combo.
first time caster, but he is, I've already heard some of his chops. He's going to be a pro, really good game knowledge. So you guys are in for a treat here on the cast, and you're also in here for a treat on the game. We have Shurima versus Blessed Isles. Savannahman is the captain of Shurima, with Hockey Boys being the captain of Blessed Isles. And I think the team of Blessed Isles, of Hockey's teammates, they are very blessed indeed. They have the 4-time winning Booze Basher, Hockey Boys. He's going to be defending his title once again. And this draft is an interesting draft. I want to hear your thoughts on who you think he has the advantage on this draft, Combo.
On this draft, I think it has to go with Blessed Isles. I think the Ezreal is what makes that comp bad on Shurima. If they picked somebody who could hit in lane, maybe like an MF or somebody, but Ezreal has to go through a whole minion wave if he wants to get damage on them. When they want to pick fights probably just in the middle of a wave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's doesn't have a lot of synergy, it seems like, from Shurima.
Nico's not going to be just walking up to them most of the time, just in the middle of the open. She's going to be getting them in the wave. She's going to be trying to hide in the minion. But
Yep.
if she gets caught and there's minions there, what is Ezreal going to do?
Yeah, Ezra's not going to be able to 100-0 anyone, really, unless he gets, like, super fed. The Vigar might be the win condition, I think, for
Oh, yeah.
Shurima, but they have so much peel on Blessed Isles where Vigar is going to have a tough time popping anyone. You have Xayah ult, you have Rakan peeling for her, you have Nico clone making it a little difficult, and you have Olaf R. Vigar's going to have a really tough time getting the picks that he wants. So it's going to be a tough game, I think, for Shurima to play out. But this is Chemtech, and anything can happen, and anything probably will happen. So we'll have to see how the game unfolds. Hopefully Nocturne can build up an early lead for his laners, being the stronger early game champion, I would say. Maybe he can try and fight Zac early and pop his passive. But it's
also a
going to
big part of
be...
this game. That can get to level 3 and immediately start ganking very effectively. Nocturne has to wait a bit before he reaches up his full potential and ganks.
Yeah, unless you're just overextended, Nocturne really wants to farm until level 6. And they did nerf early game junglers this patch, so I think that suits Nocturne because he doesn't really want to gank early, and neither, I mean, Zac can do whatever he wants. Zac is just a strong champion, doesn't need a lot of resources. He can gank early, but also is going to be strong after the 20-minute mark no matter what. So tough jungle to play into.
Nocturne is really strong, just in general, not because of I'm answering the question of Aqua Knight. He doesn't need to be strong to do damage, right? 80 junglers who need to do damage, like your Kindreds or Viegos, they might be weaker, but Nocturne doesn't fit that bill because if he just goes tank, he just goes in on whoever he needs to, causing them to just get feared or get CC'd or whatever. He doesn't need to be doing the damage.
That's the thing, is Xayah is a great champion or a great ADC to play into a Nocturne. As someone who plays a lot of Nocturne, I don't like playing against Xayah because she has her R and her escape, and then she has Rakan always with her to peel. So it's gonna be tough for the Nocturne to get picks. If I had to guess, I'd say he'd want to gank the Olaf top lane early, but with Maokai top, you're not really going to have much kill threat, I would say, especially if Zac is hovering. So maybe he focuses mid lane this game, wait for Nico clone to be down, and go after the Nico. So let's get a prediction. Who do you think's getting first blood this first game?
I think the Zac is getting somebody first blood.
First blood Zac on who?
I'm gonna say bot lane just because it's the easiest for them to just shove out.
Interesting. So do you think he's going to path bot level 1, or is he going to start on his bot side?
I would. Olaf just hard pushes lane no matter what. If he tries to like get any type of poke on Maokai with this Q, it'll probably just hit a minion and push his wave regardless of whether or not
Yeah.
you wanted to. So I assume top will just be pushed in all day.
Yeah. Maybe that'll give Nocturne an early opportunity to fight the Olaf before he gets strong. I would say Olaf probably wins the fight later on in the game, but with Maokai 2v1, obviously Nocturne will beat an Olaf early. See what kind of skins we got. We got final boss Vagar. I'm sure Savannahman hopes he becomes the final boss at the end of this game. Bright Knight Renatus looks pretty cool. Haunting Nocturne. This is so we got a Halloween inspired skin collection from the Maokai Nocturne and Renata, so that's fun. Butcher Olaf, Hockey Boys in the top lane with Ghost Teleport, very scary. He's going to be hoping to be butchering some trees in the top lane. And Star Guardian and Redeem Star Guardian. What a cute bot lane. The Rosella, who I believe is a new contestant in Boost Bash, with Miss Danzy in the bot lane. Very, very good synergy, both with skins and with champions in the bot lane. Level 1, I think. I mean, maybe Shurima wants to do some sort of cheeky invade level 1 just to get a snowball going. Because I think if they let this game extend out, they're going to have a tough time.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
But it looks like they're just going to 5-point. The tree is late to the party, but that's okay.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I'm stronger!
What's your timestamp?
At 52 seconds, 55 seconds.
Okay, yep, we're on the same. We're good.
Minions
Nocturne
have
starting
spawned.
bot side. Zach still hasn't decided yet. Looks like he's going to also start bot side. So both junglers will be pathing top. We'll see if we see a fight. I would imagine... I don't know who has a faster clear. I think Zach has a pretty fast clear. They might see a fight level 3 up top. Vygar's gonna keep scaling. Might be a farm lane, I think, in the mid until Nocturne's level 6. This Maokai is not respecting the Olaf at all.
Oh, is this gonna be a level 1?
He might be dead.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be a rough game for top lane now. He did not respect the level 2 from the Olaf and pays the price.
You would never try and fight a Olaf level 1. One of the strongest level 1 top laners.
I don't even think he was trying to fight him. He was just letting him.
And you have to go in.
Pretty late TP from the Maokai. I would have liked to see that immediately after he spawned in. And jungle doesn't get to play the game.
Oh, Nocturne's dead.
Yeah, that's what happens when you die early level 1. As top lane, you really put your jungler at a disadvantage. It's going to delay the power spike with Nocturne.
I don't think that Renata is a very good support with Ezreal. As Renata just wants to fight like heads up. her CC isn't really that long range. Her ult is really only good if the other person is just like fighting each other. Because if she just ults a whole minion wave, that's just... You can't get any pictures, like just right there. She stunned him in a minion wave, but Ezreal can't do anything on that.
Right.
He just has to watch them stunned. They're pretty much safe from poke in this lane.
It is the first game of the season, so teams are going to be trying to figure out what their identity is, what champions work well together, so we'll see if they can pull something out of this game. Like I said before, I think Veigar is going to be the win condition anyway, so we'll see if he can make it happen.
See the goal.
Zach on his Krugs, might be eyeing top lane, or he might just reset.
One
Yes.
gold diff this early in is not
Nocturne's
good.
looking at bot lane. Is he going to get there in time? Nope. He's just going to drift on over to Krugs. Zach is looking top.
Here, let me stream my OBS on Discord so that you can see the overlay stuff.
We just lost Maokai Flash from the Zach gank. Pretty productive.
That's all for you?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
You can do the overlay where you can watch the stream in the game. I think it's like a little window that pops up in game.
Here you go.
I have no idea. I've seen. Little picture-in-picture thing.
Yeah.
Boy up on 600 gold. Up on the next highest person.
Yeah, that level 1 was, or level 2 I should say, was exactly what Olaf wants. And now, once he gets level 6, he isn't running Ignite, so it's not as scary, but he has, Ghost DP, so. Zach coming in, Renata might be caught out.
Oh, I think they're both cut out.
Israel always has his E, Renata has his Flash.
Nice flash from the zone.
No cage on the Veigar.
Oh, I think that was a mistake.
So much peel and shielding from the Rakan. It's gonna be really tough. No flash on the Renata. She's dead. Ezreal gets his E up just in time to get out. Very rough start for Shurima. Nocturne is trying to counter jungle in compensation. Might want to look top lane, but Olaf has his R, level 7, big gold advantage. He might just double kill if Nocturne comes top.
Red team has slain the
Who let this
dragon.
guy in Kimtech again? That's what I want to know.
It's gotta hurt. Into an Olaf. Oh, I don't think he should have ganked up there without having level 6.
Okay, no. That's huge. Give it to Veigar, give it to Veigar. Veigar gets a shutdown. Unfortunate that Nocturne dies there, but certainly it's got to be worth for Shurima just to get that shutdown.
Not enough gold to even it up, but it is a nice boost to the Veigar's gold.
Yep, it's on the champion you want it to be on, so.
I want to say, if they did want to pick this comp, I think Olaf should have been a ban.
Especially because it's a hockey staple.
suckling.
Blessed Isles are up one Drake. Rift Herald is up with top lane Prio. I think Blessed Isles is going to be looking to take an early Rift Herald as well. Probably try and crack top lane is what I would do with it. They're going to start it up now. Olaf on his Krug, or Nocturne on his Krugs. No contest from Shurima for the Rift Herald. In fact, Olaf might take a blue buff as a consolation as well. Nope, just dropped the ward.
Yeah, I think you're behind now.
No, they're I know they're on. What timestamp are you at?
$9:46.
Yeah, we're in the same. We're good. How are we doing on farm? Looks like Vygar's up a little bit on farm. Fight in the jungle. Down 45 CS. In the top lane. That's just rough.
Did they get the kill?
Might get a play.
Oh, so
Nope.
close. So close. Oh, he got the kill still.
Ezreal gets the kill.
If I was the Rakan, I would have went way farther away than just right there. Vygar's getting hit.
Nothing Vygar can do about this.
Vygar's going down. Vygar does not want to walk up on a Nico, especially when they have a Zac who can come from a multitude of angles.
Yeah. Really tough to play the lane.
Nice flash.
No
from
flash on the
Crocodile.
Maokai. Once Olaf gets his R back up again, I think we're going to see a dead tree in the top lane. That's not cool. Rakan didn't back with Xayah. They couldn't do their back animations together. It's messed up. Even though Vygar has 2 deaths, still up CS.
Who was he? Vygar did. No ult on the Nico to secure the kill.
Vygar still has hold if he gets a trap. Zac is in the vicinity though, very scary. Nocturne doesn't quite have his ult back up. Oh!
I think that was a missed combo. I think he would have used for a set of kills.
Would have been a nice shutdown as well. 150 gold, missed out on. A little bit more scaling and that's a kill. But no flash now on the Vygar. With a Zac jungle, that's never a fun experience.
My trap.
I don't think that Zac has enough damage to even kill him, even if he did land it.
Oh, the Ezreal just misses.
I don't think he needed to flash that.
No. Uh-oh. This is scary. Uh-oh.
This is what I'm saying, into this comp, pull off the sure man. Just does this.
And Savannah gets another another kill. Maokai's so far behind, he doesn't. He's still 40 CS even though he gets a free lane himself during this. But maybe he can get some of that difference a little back. And he'll have TP for the next Drake, so he can join the fight next time. Get the few plates, which is always nice. And really, as a Maokai, you don't need that much resources to do your job. Just a couple items, and you're gonna do what you need to do for your team.
It's almost still up 2k gold for the rest of the team.
Yeah.
But Svanaman is catching up. He has beaten out Zach in gold. Almost.
Just keep
Just
getting
get-
those shutdowns.
I don't think they changed the work. I don't think they have the damage to kill him.
Not at all.
The Malphite ult does nothing. Or Maokai ult.
Maybe they thought Olaf's ult was still down from the last fight, but it was back up, and this is the result.
Their team is just not equipped to take him on.
No. I mean, you're picking. Maybe Maokai needs to be the jungle with that draft, and they pick a different top laner. But there's
Even
nothing
then,
Maokai can do. Like, I like playing Yorick into an Olaf because you can kind of kite him out a little better. You don't have to worry about his ultimate too much. You have like reliable CC to like contain him and get away. But a Maokai has no answer to an Olaf ult.
They need to pick all their fights around not having to deal with the Olaf, or just not feed him. But they didn't do any of those things.
Yeah, the team fights are going to be so tough. Especially with the rest of the team comp that Blessed Isles have. It's hard to see what the win condition is going to be for Shurima. Yeah, this Nocturne can run into the Olaf. Wouldn't recommend it. Oh, Zach wants it. Zach still has his passive. My dog is trying to cheer on Shurima, but it's not really helping.
You need to have it here loud. If they can hear it.
Rift Herald's gonna run straight down mid. Oh, it doesn't get to the Joss. Winnable. Yeah, I've been in a few of these situations playing Nocturne, and it's really tough. You have really no targets. I think his focus should have been the Nico the entire game, because you're never gonna get a kill bot lane. They have too many tools to disengage from a Nocturne, whereas Nico doesn't. So, plus your best players on mid lane probably should have been the focus for the Nocturne ults, but wasn't the case this game.
I feel like this is a go next. I feel like if they use this time to figure out what to do in the next game without having to commit too much brain power to try and salvage this.
Yeah, exactly. Just don't, when you're in a situation like this in game one, you just want to not tilt and think about what you can do better in next draft, next game, but still looking for opportunities to maybe win a team fight.
I think,
but just not getting too tilted, that's the main thing.
oh, they got what they wanted. Like without Olaf there.
Olaf went top, so Shurima's going to clean up. Olaf is probably going to get an in-hit here.
I'm not sure if that's worth it, because if their whole team doesn't die, if Olaf doesn't end soon, like as in the next 10 minutes, and they somehow live, they can easily come back. But the way their team is, if they just get one good kick and try not to do anything to Olaf, they can still kill him on his own.
Yeah, that was a huge fight. Cut the gold differential, plus you get a dragon on top of it. I don't think a 19-minute in-hit is ever really worth it, because now you have like a safe farm for the next 3 minutes. Coming from the top lane. Oh!
Vygar should have just left. He was either getting that drag or dying. Or he was dying or not getting the drag. He should have just walked away. Let the 0-6 Nocturne take the death.
My dog is crying for Shurima right now, but it was a big swing. Busted was going straight for the Baron right now, and there's really nothing Shurima can do about it, even if they wanted to, even if they were in position.
They also have to worry about the rest of the team is pretty easy to control. If they fight without the Olaf, they're behind.
That's true. They need to. Sometimes people don't realize that. They think their team's so far ahead, but Olaf is their entire team. So I would think on the next dragon, Olaf will come up in front, unless it's just not where he is in the game.
Downsides of having one hyper carrier that everyone else is hard to hold. But if they kill you, they immediately gain a lead.
Saya has her flashback and her ult. She's gonna be tough to kill. Smart of Nico, pretending to be the Olaf. That's who I would want to pretend to be. Sometimes, even when I'm not playing League, I pretend that I'm Hockey Boys as well.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
See, does this result in the kill? Good engage on top.
I mean, they dumped so much into the Zac, and he has like 95% of the game.
And even if they killed him, still wouldn't die.
I think they did knock his passive out in the last fight, but yeah, this is they might be looking to end the game here with Baron.
They're losing the fight without Olaf. That is very bad.
Yeah, Olaf's just hitting the bottom in turrets.
Plus Styles is not stacking damage. If they all attacked one person, that person would have died. But now they're, instead of having one person dead, it's 3 people at 25% health.
They're gonna rotate mid and take this mid turret as well. Olaf still has ult. I don't think they can even protect the mid angle.
Late ult from Olaf, but it doesn't matter. Or maybe it does.
Olaf's dead. They might have overextended. Nocturne does not have ult, but they can still chase him down. I think the rest are gonna get out. Oh, the flash from the Ezreal. Oh, the King Huey, the E and the flash. And I think Rakan and Zac will get away. They're losing their, oh, they're stopping their backs. They're losing their Nexus turrets to minions right now. And I think, yep, the mid inhib did survive. So I would say winnable, question mark?
Vygar is at 201 stacks.
I don't play Vygar, is that
That's
good?
kind of low.
Okay. I mean, it's been a tough game for him. You have to deal with the Zac jungle. It's tough to farm in a game like this, that's for sure.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
It's not the worst, but
Blessed Isles picks up another 2k gold advantage in that Baron power play. The third Drake for Blessed Isles coming up. Will there be a fight for it? I don't think there can be. You have to pretty much just protect your base at this point. Give up third Drake. Flyguard doesn't have Flash. I guess Ezreal's sitting it. I don't think Olaf can take that mid-in hit. Nocturne is looking to steal, but he has no way.
I don't sweat it.
And he gets it! He gets the steal!
I think would have
What
been
a
more
play.
worth was to have Nocturne go for Olaf and try and push
Jungle
that.
diff, baby, and Olaf is not happy. Olaf is taking revenge for his jungle. But he dies anyway. Olaf is dead.
Olaf
Right now it's a 1-for-1. But the issue is, can Blessed Isles end with an open, with all the, with the Nexus almost open, I would say. They have a minion wave mid. Vigar is dead, it's just Ezreal and Maokai here to defend. Can they do it? It's going to be really tough. They have a really big minion wave mid. They've got 1 second on the Nocturne. Nocturne no ult, but he is up to defend. They're going to take all the entrance, it looks like. Baron's up in less than a minute. They're looking to fight. I think Zach is caught out here. Zach is going to go down. His passive just pops. Will they? I hope they won't forget about it. Ooh, we have the Olaf TP. No. Olaf is TP. He ults. Chasing down the Ezreal. Zach, no passive. What an extended
I
fight.
do not know why they took that fight. If they had just sat, wait for minions to push in, do Baron,
I didn't get
and
the
then
last
just
hit.
sit on.
Is there any way that Shurima can take Baron right now? There's no way.
No way. Baron's tankier now. They have too many minions pushing in. I do think Blessed Isles got nothing off that. When they could have just waited for Baron, wasted some time, took some farm.
Their Nexus survived for another 2 minutes off that, so.
Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Getting worse. Now 2 players on the side of Shurima are up in gold. Before it was just Vigar, but now Ezreal is up there.
And I guess you could say Ezreal is the one thing that kind of counters the Olaf. He can kind of out a little bit. So it's good that there's gold on him as well.
Also, another thing that they don't realize is that, as a whole, less styles are now under level. Shurima has more XP levels. That means they're already coming to the fight behind. If they don't have Olaf getting the picks they need, they just can't fight.
Here it is. This might be. Okay, Zach goes in. Zach no passive, but he's just keeping Ezreal. Ezreal is doing a lot of damage there at the end. Vigar's still in the fight. I think Olaf's gonna lose his ult. Yep, this fight is won. This is won by Shurima. Olaf gets away though, that's unfortunate. But this Baron is still up for grabs. Zach might look for a steal. We don't have anyone protecting the Nexus. Olaf does not have TP, but the Nexus is being sieged right now by super minions.
swing to the side of Shurima. Before the
Yep.
bar graph was all red, now it's shrinking.
Someone needs to back. Someone needs to back to the Nexus. Olaf's running for it. Drake is up. In less than a minute. Everyone's backing to protect the Nexus. Oh, a TP from Vigar. What a game. I mean, credit to Shurima. They are fighting till the last seconds. They are not giving up.
If they don't end
And-
before that in-hit pops up, I do not think they win.
They've figured out the secret to Olaf.
I think it would take a Hail Mary at this point for them to kill Shurima at this point and also take the inhib and end.
Shurima is up in gold, but they have no Nexus turrets. They have a completely open base. Any mistake and Blessed Isles just ends the game. But there's a chance. Olaf is just waiting in the wings, just waiting to come in and backdoor the game. And that's really his only thing he can do because they've figured out how to deal with him. He's going for an inhib right now. He's going to end the game. Yep, it's over. Nothing they can really do.
They only have to last 20 seconds. If Shurima just kept them off 20 seconds to get that inhib back up,
Yeah,
I think they win.
What a game. A spicy game. The start of Booze Bash 11. Shurima versus Blessed Isles. Blessed Isles takes game 1. Great performance all around. Good on Shurima for trying to fight back and not giving up. But such a strong early lead by Blessed Isles proved to be too difficult for Shurima to deal with. And let's see how they bounce back in the game 2. I'm hoping the end of that game built some confidence for Shurima, where they can come back, readjust their strategy, and try and take game 2. Okay, I am back. I've given my dog a bone, so hopefully he won't be seen in the background. Do we have a draft link?
They do not have a draft link. Unless they
Yeah, I don't think they
posted
posted it. No, they haven't posted it yet. He said we read. I thought he meant like we were ready, but Mosasaurus are just picking red side. And I need to go into spectator. So if you are Shurima, how would you approach this draft on red side differently from the previous game? Blessed Isles Bandle City 2 versus Shurika for game 2 here. Looks like the players are ready and the ban phase has started. A nice overlay you got there for the pick bans.
Kind of made it myself, kind of. They kind of, 'cause I had to update it to work with the pick band.
It looks legit. We must have like a really good Booze Bass budget for this kind of special effects. We got a Nocturne band coming from Blessed Isles with Renata and Nico, and then a Zach Olaf Alawi band coming from Shurika or Shurima. I think all great bands. Get Zach out of here, get Olaf out of here. No one wants to play against Alawi. So Ari is first picked. I think a solid blind pick for Blessed Isles. Let's see if we can get the Vanderman on a hyper carry mid again. He did really good with the Vigar. Jinx was left open. Jinx gets taken. Like I was saying earlier in the stream, I think Jinx is one of the best ADCs, if not the best ADC right now after her buff. Her passive stacks infinitely. When she gets late game, if she gets one takedown and then another, she's just going to wipe the whole team. A lot of pentakill potential with this Jinx buff, so I think a really good blind pick for the bot lane. Jarvan is picked, or is hovered. Jarvan is picked for Shurima.
Briar.
Briar jungle making the debut in Booze Bash. Probably going to be Jaboy J Money on the Briar. Scary champion, you really have to get Annie heal on someone to deal with the Briar. I think she is exploitable, but she has such strong base stats that makes her very oppressive. Plus her healing is just ridiculous. Darius picked for the top lane. Always scary to play into. Let's see what we have as an answer to the Darius pick.
Ace. All I want to see from the side of Shurima this game is a cohesive team comp, and them not to just lapse on not banning the one person encounters the one thing they want to do. That's all I want to see.
Well, they are going with scaling, Jinx and the Asol. I think Svenneman prefers scaling champions. He likes Syndra, likes the Asol, likes the Vigar. So a comfort pick surely for Svenneman. It is kind of sketchy playing it into an Ahri. Once Ahri is level 6, she can kind of run at you and charm you and do a bunch of damage. But Asol always has his disengage with his W. As long as he uses his W correctly, it should be an okay lane for Asol. And clearly he's comfortable with the matchup as he picked it after the Ahri was shown. Seraphine and Xayah are banned. Malphite banned. And let's see what the last ban is for Blessed Isles.
I do not like the fact that they picked both Darius and Briar. I feel like both of them want to do the same thing, but also lack something that another champ would give them. When they're both running at you, if you can just disengage, they have to chase after you. They can't stop you from running if you're already halfway across the screen.
So let's see if we can get some peeled in for the carries. We have 2 clear carries on the map. We need to get a utility top laner and a utility support. Olaf? Or not Olaf, Trundle.
I would like to see their last 2 picks be some type of lockdown. Something to keep them from Asol from just running away, or Jarvan from just EQing out.
Maybe like Leona. I'm not sure what the champ pool is like for Blessed Isles in the bot lane. I know Miss Danzy plays a bunch of ADCs, and she also plays a bunch of support, so it really could be anyone. Ash is
That's a good one.
picked. Yep. Ash is obviously a really strong, oppressive champion, and then late in the game does a lot of damage that add on to her utility. So I think always a solid pick.
I want to see here somebody who does damage and can stop you. So I want to see maybe a Xerath support or a Lux support.
Maybe a Lux, yeah.
Maybe
Lux.
Morgana.
Morgana would be okay too.
But I think a tank
and-
support into this team comp is pretty bad.
And they go with Blitzcrank, but nonetheless, Blitzcrank's always.
I'm not
a
sure they have the
scary pick.
damage. Because Briar cannot 1v1 the Trundle. If Jarvan goes straight tank, who's going to be that damage to shred? It's not going to be Ahri. Ahri's not, unless she gets hyper-fed early, she's not going to have enough damage to take down their tanky people before she dies.
I
to
really
ult
do
instantly.
like the Alistar pick to get some peel for the two clear hyper carries, Asol and Jinx. It'll be interesting what we see out of Trundle. Do you know who wins the 1v1? Darius versus Trundle? Trundle's supposed to win every 1v1, right?
It depends on how you play that. If Darius is full health and Trundle runs at him also at full health, I think Darius wins. If Darius comes at this at any disadvantage, Trundle wins.
Okay. So it'll be interesting to see. It won't be a tank versus an Olaf. We'll actually see a spicy top lane matchup, it looks like. So in all, I really like Blessed Isles or Shurima's draft this game a lot better than last game. And I think Shurima had better team fighting last game. So if they can carry that team fighting cohesion from game one, coupled with their much improved draft, I think we might see Shurima, have a more balanced all-around game. Let's see what the lads are gonna spell out here. Boo. This could go many different directions. Hopefully they don't get our stream demonetized. We'll lose all of our money. $32 viewers for this first game of Boo's Bash Season 11 in the best league, Hextech, the superior of the Boo's Bash League. So definitely drawing a crowd here. And let's see if the players in the game can make it worth these viewers. I think this is going to be a spicy matchup. Who would you say has the advantage based on the team comps, Colonel?
I would say that Shurima has an actual comp, and that Blessed Isles has a comp of champs they want to play. I think that's my takeaway from it. I don't think Ahri is a good pick with Briar and Darius. I don't think Blitzcrank is a good pick, even though he does do what they want him to do. I think there are better champs who would do that isn't full tank. Because if Blitzcrank hooks somebody, but they don't have the damage to kill the Jarvan or the Trundle or the Alistar in that one hit, they kind of just leave them, or they get counter engaged really hard.
And what you can't do is, if you're Asol or Jinx, you cannot get hooked by the Blitzcrank, past the 20-minute mark. So they really need to be hyper aware of all the different pockets Blitzcrank can be hiding in, because once you're past the 20-minute mark, Jinx and Asol are going to be the whole team. If they get picked by a Blitzcrank hook, it's not going to be good for Shurima. So they'll have to be aware of that.
Again, I think it would be very hard for them to get picked, because they have 3 people who want to be in the front. If Trundle gets hooked into them and the other team is ready to engage, they then have to deal with an Asol ult, Jarvan, and Alistar coming in. So unless they get a Hail Mary of just hooking Jinx between 4 people, because even if they hook an Asol, he gets an ult on whoever hooks him in. So it might not even be the best option to hook in Asol either. If he just ults Zhonya's, his whole team engages on him, I'm pretty sure they're dead. They don't have the damage to stop that.
Yeah. Plus, like I said about the Jinx passive, she can absolutely 1v9 a team fight. And Charlie, my dog, agrees. Do you hear him howling?
A little bit. It's like cuts in and out, like one half a bark. I'm gonna have to give this to Shurima.
Yeah, I like Shurima's team comp a lot better here. It's going to be a fun team comp to watch, and I'm going to give them the edge in this draft. Give me 1 second to let my dog use the restroom real quick, and then we'll get into this game.
Okay, I'm back. Right before it started.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. A summoner has disconnected.
Okay, I'm back. Do we know what the pause is?
Mm.
Looks like Blessed Owls is going for their level 1.
30 seconds
Interesting
until minions
path.
spawn.
I'm surprised that Shurima is 520. Uh-oh. And they get the flash out of the Alistar.
Is it frozen for you?
Yeah, just make sure you speed it up. Alistar was doing his cowbell, being a little too cheeky, loses flash. All in all, I believe Alistar should have Hex Flash, so it shouldn't be too big of an issue. Yeah, he does have Hex Flash, so not that much lost there. Darius is probably going to drop a ward on the blue buff, so they will know that it's gone. Nope. Did he drop a ward? No, but he definitely sees him now.
Well, why would you walk up?
Darius walks back. He might have to flash. I think Jarvan messed up his combo or did it too early, but nonetheless, that's nice to have an HP advantage into a Darius lane as Trundle. What do you think of this mid lane matchup? Is it mostly just going to be a farming lane, or is there like kill threat there?
I think it's crazy that people just swap lanes. We talked about this before, but I feel like people should just stick to one lane the whole time.
I don't know, it gives some strategy and some gamesmanship. Ash is going to run down this Alistar. He has no flash. Needs to burn the heal.
Nice.
First blood onto the Ashe. Hockey Boys has Q.
He was playing to get them to dodge so that Ashe could get more
Oof.
hits on. That's
Perfectly calculated by the Blitzcrank. And then once Ashe gets rolling, Ashe, you basically have to fight her because you can't run away from her. Darius TP's back to lane for his HP. So, no flash on the Jinx, no flash on the Ashe. Alistar looking for a roam here. Briar is going to check out the bot scuttle. Oh no. Jinx gets hooked. Briar's waiting. But so is Jarvan. Ace Hole's not there. Another death goes on. Oh! Hockey Boys gets the kill. Oh man. Another terrible start for Shurima. Not what they want at all. Behind 2k gold in the first 4 minutes. Aethel can't really punish that roam too much. He has mana issues early. Ari doesn't have mana. Neither does Aesol. What is he? He's trying to stop her back, but he can't really push the wave in himself. He's just got auto attacks right now. if Shurima can stop the bleeding, I still think they have the better scaling, better late game, and better team fighting. But they need to definitely stop the bleeding. And the troll gets the kill. Alistar keeps walking up and just taking free damage. Not ideal. But a huge kill in the top lane for Trundle. Might be good
Not
too.
a good hook. Or I guess a good hook for one side. We should have not have been that close, that low.
Alistar, his positioning is kind of suspect. Check the PayPal, I would say.
Ari just hit level 6. Let's see if she could. Now it just got way harder. They did not get a kill on her before now. They are not getting a kill on her now.
But Darius loses some CS and loses a death to the Trundle. I would, if I were Shurima, I would give up first Drake, and I would focus on getting that Rip Herald and try and get Trundle on the map, since it looks like he's the only one that's going to be ahead right now. Oh gosh, this Blitzcrank. Would you believe that it's Hockey Boys, once again, just being a difference maker?
I think it's more that they're running right into them.
I mean,
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Jarvan's trying to do his blue. I mean, there's 4 people on Jarvan's blue.
They should have not seen that they were there. Like, it's a problem that they are getting so much of a lead.
They probably thought they were on Drake. But yeah, I mean, it's the early game. It's still only down, 2k gold. But total disaster. Very good sidestep by the Asol.
I don't see how the Blitzcrank or the Alistar loses this early to a Blitzcrank. Alistar versus a Blitzcrank should be just on the Alistar. He gets a free delivery system, and if your ADC isn't so far behind, you just kill their ADC. You basically get a free teleport without wasting any abilities, and then you can use your abilities to knock her away.
Oh no. There's gonna be another dead Alistar. And Ari's there. Asol's coming out of base.
Darius has no mana for ult. That is so sad. I do not think Trundle can do anything to save this game, though.
But Asol can. I'm telling you, 30 minutes. Like, if they can just survive, like, a Fed Jinx is just a free shutdown for the Asol. Or, I mean, a Fed Ashe is just a free shutdown later down the road for the Asol. So, I don't think it's over by any stretch of the imagination, especially when you have a winning top lane to draw pressure. I think this game is still within the hands of Shurima, but obviously
Miss.
Trundle no ult. Cthulhu on the Darius. Giga Chad with the kill onto the Trundle.
I think he should have fully engaged on the Ashe or the Ari. At least go for the ult. Make her use her ult charges at least.
I don't think Jarvan's ult is worth Ari's ult. Jarvan's ult needs to only be on the Ashe or maybe the Darius. Because you want to use it to get a kill instead of just blowing a relatively short cooldown ult from the Ari. I think in solo queue, this Alistar would have left this Jinx a long time ago, just to try and impact the map elsewhere. Blitzcrank is up for Rift Herald, but really tough to kind of dive with an Alistar and a Jinx. Jinx needs an item before she's doing too much damage for a dive. Maybe if Ace-Hole comes. They're looking to fight on the Rift Herald. Trundle gets hooked. He has literally no one else there. I mean, I don't know what...
He stole the rift. I think that was worth.
Oh, Trundle got the Rift Herald. Definitely worth. Plus we get Ash Bolt, and we get a plate. No, we don't quite get a plate. We get a dead. We have this wand just in a 1v9, I guess.
I think if he had turned on the Ash immediately, he might have had a chance.
Didn't quite get the control word. This Blitzcrank coming at Mach speed. Wait,
He gets the hook.
shutdown. Like I said, it's just free shutdowns for the Ace-Hole. That's all that matters. We'll call that worth. Didn't quite get the control word, but we'll call it worth. Oh.
Is this a dead Darius?
No, I don't think so. I think, gotta check Darius's items. He probably bought boots, which is smart. His ghost was down.
Aesol just picked up his first item. The Andrews. Let's see if this makes any difference.
He needs two to do anything too much, but... Oh. This might be a dead Darius. Not quite, but maybe we can drop that Rift Herald. Yeah, this might be top turret down. Yep, it is.
Let's see if Briar
Not
can
using-
land this ult. I think she's trying to go for an ult. Oh, is spotted on the ward though.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
I wonder why he didn't use the Rift Herald, because you could probably get a tier 2 turret here. He's holding on to the Rift Herald. It's gonna run out of time. Does he even know that he has the Rift? Maybe he's trying to save it for plates, but plates are down in 30 seconds. He's TPing
Nice
in.
engage. I think they got what the team fight they wanted.
Oh. Just Jinx gets a kill. I'm telling you, the passive.
They need to turn on Ari instead of trying to chase the Blitzcrank.
Ari gets thrown away. Triple kill on the Ace-Hole, exactly what we want. Oh, is it a Quadra? Does he have W? He doesn't have W.
I do not think Jarvan should chase that. Oh, you got him.
Shut down onto the Jinx. A perfect team fight for Shurima. They're back in the game. In fact, they're up gold. This Drake is open. Plus, I was gonna sprint towards it with Briar. I don't know if you take this Drake here. You don't have any HP. You're just trying to give away. You know, they can't do this Drake.
That one team fight evened it up. Or will it get
Yeah.
uneven again?
It was definitely greedy going. It's first dragon. You have no HP. You should not be going for that.
Jinx
Um,
should leave. I do not know
Jinx
why
is
she
dead.
even stayed close.
Jinx
to
is
God.
for sure dead. Yeah, it's a donation to Blessed Isles, which they needed because that was a perfect team fight for Shurima. And then we have two ghosts. So Trundle still hasn't bought his tier 2 boots, and that's been Darius's savior is the boot diff.
I do not know why Darius is top. He should be farming another lane, and he should be switching with the bot lane.
So we did just drop Rift Herald top. This Alistar is going to get run down. Jinx cannot stay unless she's baiting. She is baiting.
Use Ash attack.
Asol is gonna clean up.
I think that fight goes differently if she commits on the Jinx and gets maybe one more attack. I think one attack plus a Kraken Slayer would have just killed Jinx.
I knew this was gonna be a spicy game, and Shurima is getting the money where they need it. It's an 18-9 in kills score, but the money is virtually even with just 100 gold, 200 gold being the difference between Shurima and Blessed Isles. Only one or two dragons on Blessed Isles, so they do have a dragon advantage. But the team fight, like we talked about, is going to be so tough for Blessed Isles to play now that we have money on our hyper carries in Shurima.
I think Rylai's makes this game unplayable for the two, for Darius and Briar. I think if they cannot get a good Blitzcrank hook on the squishies, like he needs to stop hooking an Alistar because it's not getting them kills anymore. It's getting them one kill on a guy not worth anything, but it's not helping them win fights.
Oh, it's going to be a dead Briar. Except, oh, it was almost a 200 years diff, but Jinx gets 2 kills. Jinx gets a kill with her ult and then finishes up on the Briar. It's such an even game. The blitz hooks are going to be so important for Blessed Isles to have any chance because a lot of money is getting out of this Asol. He's a 500 gold shutdown. He has his Rylai's, has the Leandries. It's going to be real. The team fight's going to be oppressive.
They need to somehow get a massive lead before Asol gets his Zonias. If he gets his Zonias, they are never killing him.
The moves from the dragon, I mean, that was some serious sidestepping. He dodges the Ash R. He dodges the Blitzcrank hook. I mean, this guy is tough. This is basically the Kimtech version of Faker in mid lane right now. That's a flash from Ash. Ash no flash, which is good. We have W. Oh. Oh my gosh, this Asol is going to do so much damage.
Let's see this. Can
Darius
they
does
just
not win
cannot
that.
get on the Asol. Their team is not made to go after people who can fly away.
Yep. And this Trundle is doing exactly what you want out of a Trundle top. Just being a duelist, taking down turrets, and just being a wall for Cthulhu on the Darius. Darius is only down 9 CS. So not that bad, all things considered, but difference in gold is going to be Trundle getting those towers and those plates. Oh, a blind hook from the Blitzcrank does not find the Trundle. Drake is up in a minute.
I think that was their best scenario team fight.
Darius is running in. Oh, that's going to be a shutdown. No, does he get away? He gets away.
They cannot fight through that 30% slow. I think that was the best case scenario. If they did not get the hook on Asol, they would not be able to do that. They need to keep doing that or they just lose. So I hope that Shurima realizes that they can't have Asol in front of anyone else. Alistar just needs to just sit in front of Asol all game. Hope Blitzcrank hooks him and they win.
Yep. I mean, that's what's gonna. I mean, Blitz is just gonna have to flash run as the Asol.
Even
same
then,
with the Darius.
It's gonna be hard.
Soul Point. It would be nice to have Cloud Soul. It's always. It's not like the sexiest of the souls, but speed is the name of the game, and if you get Cloud Soul, it really helps you both with running away and also, you know, on the offensive, running people down.
I think Cloud Soul is the best soul for this team at this moment.
For Blessed Isles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Darius doesn't want to fight this. Briar ult misses. Briar is thinking about coming down. Looks like Trundle. Ari ult. Oh, the
Aso
hook!
getting hooked. You do not want to see that.
Shut down onto the Ashe.
He doesn't need to farm at this point. He just needs
That's
to stay
your one
alive.
job, is to not get hooked.
Close.
Oof, close. Yeah, you can't make that mistake again if you're ASOL. You are your entire team's like team fighting win con. He can never die first. It's
So
against the rules.
The 50 gold he would get off that wave is not worth the 1,000 gold he gave up.
I mean, he's trying to get his stacks, but yeah, he does not need any more. He's gonna get the stacks naturally. You can't do it when you're exposed, none of your team is around you. You have no tower nearby. Oh, Hex Flash! He's gonna leave him.
Do not think Alistar needs to engage. At all.
I mean, he already started the Hex Flash. You got it once you commit.
Alistar's a free gap closer for him. He doesn't need to engage.
But it's so fun to use Hex Flash.
There's only 2 people that they want to hook. He just needs to stand in front of one of them. Ooh, I just noticed. Big misplay on the Aesol for not going Zonius. He should have realized that if he gets hooked, they lose. He needs some way to, even if he does get hooked, that they don't immediately lose the team fight.
Yeah, he's going Death Cap instead.
Do not want to say he does not need more damage.
I think you're right. I mean, clearly he has to buy it 4th, but definitely greedy going for the Death Cap 3rd item. I think in scenarios where they don't have a Blitzcrank, maybe Death Cap is good.
Oh, this is the fight they want?
Yeah, but Aso already used his W. They need a reset on his W.
And they got the reset.
Reset. He has W. He's gonna come in. Yep, onto the Ashe.
And he got hooked.
He gets hooked. Oh, this Ashe. I mean, she's still slowed. Trundle doesn't even... Like, Trundle could have easily joined that fight and cleaned up the Ashe.
What's the Blitzcrank? And he gets hooked again.
Ashe?
He is a hook magnet.
Trundle had a free kill on the Ashe. 400 gold shutdown.
A GA goes on Ashe. That is... I don't know if that helps.
It's good.
It's good, but I don't think if she gets the revive, they win the fight, is what I'm saying. I would like to see something like that on like a Briar early. Somebody who you know is probably going to take a bunch of damage.
Yeah, because if Ashe... Oh, yeah, this Trundle's dead before Drake's up. Way too greedy, trying to push that wave. That was a Colonel combo move.
Okay.
Just trying to go for tier 2 turrets when Drake's up by themselves. You can speak to that, I'm sure. But you still have Aesol. Aesol doesn't have his like big ult, but he still has ult up. Ashe has the GA, so it's gonna be a long fight. Alright, no hook on Blitz. No charm. This is their time. This Alistar needs to go in.
Oh, I think they win this
Alistar
fight.
in. Yep. Reset. On the Jinx. Jinx is gonna clean up. Jinx is just gonna dominate. GA popped. Focus the... Oh, she's dead. Perfect. So GA completely wasted. I think.
Don't think it
that
would work.
That was a good call by you, yeah. But, I mean, that's the whole thing about the Jinx and the Alistar is getting. Once you get one kill, they keep getting their passive, their W resets, and I don't know if that's the. I don't know if that's the hook you want, Blitzcrank.
He hooked who he wanted to hook at the wrong time.
Yeah,
Monkey's paw.
It's by himself, and then Aethel gets the shutdown on Ahri. The Ace is locked in. They're not anywhere near the Baron, but they're gonna shove down this bot lane tier 2 turret and look to reset. They get that Drake, which is huge.
I don't know if you can,
Ahri's...
but I think if they sub the Briar for a Nocturne, their
I thought
team
that was
fight
the
would have been
Briar
way
Art.
better.
Yeah, but Nocturne was banned. Oh, Briar Art's coming in. Big shutdown.
Big.
That'll definitely help out the Briar. I don't want to say this is another Colonel combo play, but you know what's going through my head right now. Nonetheless, resets now. The next fight will be over the Baron.
He's playing no skill Trundle, so that's not me. If your hands don't hurt while playing the champ, you shouldn't be playing them. Not worth it.
So I play Urgot. I just press the W once after level 9, and I don't press any more buttons the rest of the game. They are trying to do... they cannot do this Baron. There's no way. They're throwing the game right now. The hook onto the... Okay, it's hook onto who they want. This is so good. This is so good for Shurima. W's coming in from the Asol. He gets one reset. W back up for Asol. He's going to run down the Blitzcrank. He goes the wrong direction. That's okay. A TP coming in from Trundle. That was way too greedy to try and do that Baron. Like you said, the Baron HP was increased this patch, so it's really tough to do it without winning a team fight first. You can't really rush it.
It's also not that. Their team is just not equipped for it. If they had somebody who could burst down Baron like a Kaisa, they might have been able to play it off, but they just have Ashe who doesn't do any damage. They have Briar who doesn't do a lot of damage. And
Especially since Ashe went GA, she doesn't have as much damage as she would normally have with three item. Shurima up about 5k gold right now. If all they have to do is group, I think at this point, because I don't think team fights are winnable for Blessed Isles unless they get a miracle Hockey Boys Blitzcrank hook onto the Asol early.
I think how they need to play this game, or they needed to, was get vision and find a nice pick. That's it. That's the only way they can win. They need to kill one person before the fight starts. And that person can't be Trundle, because it seems to still not work out.
You know what I'm thinking right now. Just Trundle by himself. Playing, it's a classic top lane mentality. Just like, be on an island, ignore everyone else, try and 1v9. But that's 3 deaths in a row for the Trundle. Up to no good by himself. They're gonna trade their bot jungle for Shurima taking the top jungle from Blessed Isles. I would like Trundle to be like a TP flank opportunity to come to the back line. That's what he needs to be focused on now, because all the towers are off the map. He doesn't really need to like shove too far by himself. Once he gets the wave shoved in, you know, far enough, he needs a group of this team. Drake's up in 50 seconds. Shurima's going to take the opportunity to get some vision. Probably reset. Nothing else is really on the map. Oh no. He's going to get hooked. Oh, he cancels his
barely
W. I'm telling you, this guy, he is a shifty dragon. That was a... Oh, the charm gets onto the Alistar. Blitzcrank hook is going to be back up. He is playing with fire, this Acel. It looks like Blessed Isles wants to contest this, but it's really tough. As long as Alistar frontlines like he's supposed to.
Are they gonna try and go for the pick?
They're
They
trying
need
to
to
go,
just get the team fight instead of not worrying about.
They're trying to go
frontline.
on the pick against Trundle, but Trundle has his W. He can get away pretty
I think they are too close for them to get a pick on
reliably.
Trundle. If they try to, they just engage on them.
A fight is definitely going to break out, and I'm here for it. They have vision over Shurima. Oh, Alistar goes in. A huge ult by the Acel. He
That does
W's
not
in,
look
but
good.
cancels it. Blessed Isles is running for their life. Trundle is coming in from behind. Oh no.
Not what
Resets
they
are
want
coming
to
in.
see.
This Jinx is going to be shredding. Everyone's dead. They need to clear mid wave and just run at the inhib. Clear mid wave and take down inhib.
I think I can call it. I think it's over. I think
that
they can just
game?
push to win. I think it is.
40 seconds. It's just Ari. Can Ari clear the wave?
She cannot clear the wave on Acel. If she even tries to
does
touch
not
a wave,
yet.
she just dies.
He doesn't have ult. They're just going to end here. It's so tough to play those team fights against this team comp. Like you said, they were just picking the champions that they wanted to play, and this is the result that happens. Acel just has a field day in these team fights, and so does the Jinx. Jinx hasn't even been touched, and she's just shredding from the back line. Well-made adjustments by Shurima. Taking it game 2, getting the win. Let's go into game 3 for all the marbles. What a game. That was fun to watch. Once again, Blessed Isles gets so far ahead early, but kind of falters a little bit towards the mid to late game, and this time they didn't have as much of a lead and didn't have the right tools in place where they couldn't hold on to their lead. And Shurima comes back, keeps their cool, and comes out on top for the win. Looks like we got some Shurima fans in the chat. Shurima come on the backers. I don't think that's their official title. Milton is calling for a Katie MVP. Okay, so we have to do a coin toss. Do you have like a coin toss app? Hockey has called heads for coin toss. I believe. Let me just double check to make sure. All right, Hockey chooses heads for the coin flip. So stream a coin toss. This is for side selection.
One more toss. Let's see. It's
Tails. So Shurima gets side selection. Was it tails before?
I wasn't even looking at it. That's why I reset
Was
it.
it tails both times?
I didn't know it auto flipped the second I added it.
Oh. Rigged. It looks like they went red side again. Yep. So red side, I think has Shurima been red every single time? I believe they have been.
No, they were not red the first.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
They were only red
So,
once.
so I wonder if they clearly are prioritizing this Jinx pick. I wonder if Blessed Isles is going to try and take the Jinx away or to ban it. Because I believe they banned it game 1 when Shurima had first pick. So I wonder why, if they weren't going to first pick it, why they didn't ban it last game. But we might see a Jinx ban incoming. So far, this has been a great first game for the Kimtech League. Back and forth games, great team fights, solid strategy, some usual Kimtech antics with people getting caught out and not being in the right position, which is what we all love to see. So I'm having a good time casting. And Colonel, this is your first time casting. What do you think about it?
That's pretty. Finally get to be on the other end. Call them bad.
Yeah,
I mean, call them good. I'm sorry. I meant to say that.
exactly. Hockey is R for draft. King Pooey is R for draft. We have the link. I'll let you know when they start the draft. Or do you have it up? Alright, ban phase just started. So Blue gets first ban. They're banning the Aethel. Get that champion out of here. It's such an easy champion to pilot. And then Savannah Man did a great job doing it. He's their best player. He's their win condition. So get that champion out of his hands. Alawi ban once again. Jinx, no Jinx. Just what I expected.
Oh, I have the teams mixed.
Olaf goes down again. Looks like similar bans from Shurima in Game 3 compared to Game 2. Trundle is taken off the board, so no Trundle. So 3 clear adjustments that Blessed Isles. They took 3 of the champions from Game 2 off the board completely. Zach ban comes out, as you and I have discussed. Great ban. Get that. We don't like that champion. Terrible champion to play against. Way too safe. Way too tanky. Solid ban from Shurima. And let's see what Blessed Isle does with pick 1. You spelled it, or whoever made the stream called it Blessed Isles. They've lost some of their blessings. Nico is first picked. Throwback to game 1. What does Savannahman want to play into the Nico? It could be a Nico support. They first picked it, or they early picked it in game 1, and they put it into the mid lane. So we would think that it's going to be the mid lane again. What's the answer from Shurima? Wukong.
Oh,
Oh,
Kaisa.
oh, Kaisa. The classic Wukong fake in the Kaisa. They'll never see it coming. Kaisa, a strong champion.
Let's see. They have to go for a pick comp. They have to. If they flip flop again and mess up.
They could do poke. They could do a poke comp. If you go like AP Kaisa.
But then you're kind of wasting her.
It's the Renata. Why are we going with the early Renata again? Ugh. they left it open. They banned Renata game 2. Blessed Isles did. I mean, it must be like a comfort pick for Shurima because an early Renata pick can definitely be drafted around. Only Nico's showing. If you just go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just saying if you just pick. I mean, I guess they go with the Wukong, so that's solid for a Renata ult. But you can easily draft around an early Renata pick.
I think if they picked Kaisa, Wukong there, and didn't flip flop on it, I think that would have been better.
Yeah.
Just go for one person, focus their ADC, their mid, whoever is doing the just down. Wukong jumps in, ults, Kaisa jumps right on them, they're dead. No
And
one
Blessed
can move.
Isles takes away the Wukong. They shouldn't have hovered it. Oh, I just don't understand this early Renata pick.
I don't think Jhin is a good ADC for their comp. Because if Nico and Wukong both go in, who's gonna peel for the Jhin?
Yeah. We'll see what they do with the other picks. They are confirming that it's a Jhin pick.
Yeah, see that seemed weird for me. I guess they wanted it. Ooh, Malphite. That is not what you want to see into the Jhin.
Yeah, but Wukong does have armor shred, like passively. So if Wukong is in the top lane, he could really bully the Malphite. It's one of the champions that can bully a Malphite. Especially in extended fights where Wukong stacks his Conqueror.
If they had subbed the Renata for Nautilus, the game would pretty much be over at this.
Yeah, Jhin wouldn't be able to play the game.
They would just have to pick two other frontliners, maybe a Jarvan or somebody else.
I'm still salty about this Renata pick.
Viego would be nice.
We see Jarvan banned, so they're basically just banning all the champions from game 2. Making Shurima prove that they can win with a separate team comp. Rakan is banned, so they've eliminated the Xayah Rakan again. Let's see what they do. They banned the Seraphine, which Danny does have a good Seraphine. So we'll see what Blessed Isles does now that they don't have the Xayah Rakan, or I guess they already picked Jhin. But Rakan nonetheless still a good ban. And they ban the Nocturne. Or they go with the Vex for Savannahman. So once again, their best player on a pick champ. So I mean it's kind of.
I think Renata's the odd one out. Again, I think
yeah.
If they lose bot lane because of the Renata pick, it would be very sad. It would
and Juan being one of the strongest ADCs, I would say, in Chemtech. You know, you really have to be smart about your selection in bot lane. You can't just kind of, and knowing Juan, he is a really analytical thinker. Showing who you're gonna have in your lane before he picks is, not a smart move. So we have a Jhin Morgana lane. It's gonna be really tough.
Morgana jungle, I want to say Morgana jungle. Wukong top.
Yeah. Morgana jungle. That's for sure hockey. That's 100%. That's a hockey pick for sure. If he's taken into the jungle.
Is the worst pick into this. Because say Nika, Wukong, and Silas go in. What's Jhin gonna do? How is he gonna play that? Is he gonna just sit in the back and ult? Is he gonna just walk around? Like, what is he gonna do?
Everyone else goes in, and Jhin just chills in the back with his sniper rifle and just, ADC life.
Like, if they just swapped the Kaisa with the Jhin, their team would be super strong.
Yeah, Kaisa would be nutty here, but it was first picked, obviously, by Shurima. But maybe even the Ashe. Maybe the Ashe would have been good here. Oh yeah, Callista with a Nico is really scary. You just throw Nico into their team and she ults and Zanya's.
I don't like Ezreal, but even Ezreal would be good here because at least he wouldn't get picked off immediately.
Well, I do like Shurima's draft better than game 1. It's not as easy to play as game 2. But Blessed Isles was never going to give them that team comp again. But nonetheless, it's a little bit easier to play than game one. You have the Malphite ult is always a danger if you're Blessed Isles. And then if you combine that with a Vex R coming in, and then Rek'Sai going for the back line, Isa getting to ult in, I think it's a really strong team fighting team comp for Shurima. But Blessed Isles has better tools than they did game two. They have the Wukong ult, they have the Nico ult. Silas gets the Malphite ult. Really good Silas pick here.
I think
I'm gonna give the edge to Blessed Isles.
I give it to
this
Shurima.
time.
I think Shurima will win this one unless Silas gets super fed. If Silas gets super fed, I don't think they win. But if Silas goes even in lane, they lose.
Well, Vex has proven to win. I think Vex has won mid, or their Shurima's mid laner has won lane each game. I think she's the strongest. I think he's the strongest player on their team.
I think it's hard for Silas in this matchup because Silas basically procs her passive every time he tries to farm with his E.
Yeah.
If he can't get a strong lead where he can kill her in a rotation, she just kind of just walks away.
You think it's a Silas top and Wukong jungle?
I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's a Morgana jungle. That's the only way I can see it make sense.
I'm gonna say it's Morgana Jhin bot lane. It's gonna be a Silas top into the Malphite, and Wukong's gonna be the jungle.
Okay.
I don't think they're doing Morgana jungle.
Silas
Nico's gonna be mid.
First Malphite in the game. I don't think he really wins in lane.
Yeah, it's kind of a wash in lane. He gets to like heal off of the Q poke from Malphite. It's probably just like I don't think it's a winning lane for either champion. But
His best bet, I think, is to go versus the Vex and try and get a super early lead. That's their win con.
Morgana jungle was buffed, so it could be Morgana jungle. But if I was a betting man, I would say Wukong is in the jungle and Silas is top. Honestly, I have no idea. It could go in so many different
I guess
directions.
we could see if Hockey Boys gets the Morgana. I think we know who's jungling. Right? Hockey
Well, he
Boys
played
is jungling.
he played support last game,
That is
and
true.
your boy J Money is a jungle main.
Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh yeah, but he's not in this.
Oh, why did I think Jaboy?
Oh, because on my stream it has whatever their name was on the thing.
Oh, so Juan is subbing for Jaboy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's because I have it set and I can't really feel like going back and change.
So,
It's not-
are we gonna say that Jaboy now has to play ADC, or is Juan? Like, who's gonna play?
Hockey takes a Silas.
Hockey takes a Silas. Are they allowed to swap? I don't think they are. Maybe they are. But what the heck? So Juan is in the jungle playing Wukong. Juan does not play top lane. I know that for sure. Cthulhu on the Nico mid again.
Not sure I like it if Nico is support. Or not Nico, if Morgana is support. I think Nico would be a way better support.
Well,
For Jhin.
Morgana is always a strong. I mean, you can like CC chain.
Lame.
With
Yeah, but Nico
Jhin
can do it
Morgana.
easier though. Nico can do it through a minion wave.
Yeah, that's true.
If Morgana's jungle, I think they have a way better chance this game. Simply because Rek'Sai can't really go after Morgana. If Rek'Sai ever tries to engage on the Morgana, she just Qs, spell shields, walks away. Every time.
Yeah, he's easy. He's like Telegraph with all of his attacks. Or she is Telegraph. Rek'Sai is a female, right?
Yeah. And Wukong, I think, hard wins into Malphite.
Yeah, he does. Because like I said, he has the passive armor shred.
So I think if this isn't a Morgana jungle, they have misplayed. Which I don't think it is. So I think they have misplayed.
Maybe it's a Silas jungle.
That's really bad. Especially into a Rek'Sai. He just gets counter jungled all game. especially now that it's harder for early game. He wants to get early ganks. If he can't get early ganks or farm people in the lanes, he can't get anything done.
Yeah. If Silas takes Vex's R, does he get the fear? He goes in
No,
because he doesn't have this
the
stacked up.
fear is her passive.
Her passive, yeah. So it's not it's still an okay engage for Silas to have, but obviously he's gonna be wanting that Malphite R more than anything. Maybe the Renata, even the Renata R isn't that great into their team comp. But a huge wombo combo that Shurima has available to them with Malphite, Renata, Vex.
And I don't think it's enough for Morgana to spell shield.
Yeah, she gets to pick one person. Maybe she spell shields the Nico, I don't know, or the Silas. I have never seen Hockey play Silas, so I'm not going to discount him because every champion he plays at a really high level. But I have never personally seen him play Silas, so we'll see how this goes. It's a relatively straightforward champion to play, but if you don't play him often, you don't really know his damage and his kill threat
Yeah, you need to
abilities.
know his power spikes to play Silas. If you try to engage but you don't have enough damage, you're kind of just stuck on them.
Yeah, yeah. So who do you give the edge this draft?
I would give it to Shurima again. I think they win. I think unless Silas gets super fed early on, they kind of can't kill them.
Which he really shouldn't into a Malphite. I say that now, but if he's top lane against Malphite, he really shouldn't get a snowball advantage like he did on the Olaf.
Because I think the pick comp of Shurima, even with Renata being not as good for the comp, I think she's still all right. So
yeah, she's okay.
Yeah, she's not the best one, but she's all right. So I think as long as they go for that one person and use all their abilities on that one person to kill him as fast as possible, they win these fights.
Even if it's not one person, it's all AoE, all of their alls. So if you just get the perfect team fight, wombo combo with Malphite, with Renata and Vex, and then Kaisa can swoop in with her R.
I don't think they should team fight, is what I'm saying. They need to go for a pick and then get an objective, go for a pick, get an objective, right? I don't think they should go for a pick and then try and fight. Because they can still turn it. Unless they get, a Nico or Wukong immediately dead, I think the other team can still come back. So they need to go for a pick, objective, pick, objective. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I would say Nico and Silas would be the targets for picks, or the ideal targets for picks.
Because they can delete somebody immediately without using a lot of abilities, right?
Yeah.
So if they get a kill and they still have their abilities up for the next fight, they can just keep doing that without committing too much.
Yeah. I will say that Blessed Isles have been better at vision and map control, where it makes it tough if you're trying to get a pick if you're the other team if you don't have the proper vision.
That's also a big thing. If Shurima has good vision around the map, they can go for those picks without fearing for somebody else counter engaging.
Yep. All right, game 3 for the first. Who's gonna get the first win of Booze Bash 11? Will it be Shurima? Will it be Blessed Isles? I think we're in for another good game. Both have been bangers so far. I expect nothing less for game 3. Colonel Combo, who do you think is getting first blood in game 3?
I think if... Oh, Silas is going top. That's not good.
Yeah, it's Hockey against Malphite top, I would imagine.
If Malphite doesn't know how to play this level 1, I think it's Silas. If Malphite knows how to play the level 1, I think it's gonna be either the bot lane or the mid.
Well, Juan is not in the bot lane this game. He's going to be jungling. They're looking for a 5-stack. They're on different sides of the map. This is always fun to
30
watch.
seconds until minions
Both
spawn.
teams fishing for someone.
I think it's a big misplay not having the Morgana jungle. I think without having the Morgana jungle, they kind of lack good CC on ganks.
Yeah.
Like, Wukong has to commit ults, but he has to commit to it.
Minions have spawned.
Whereas Morgana, if she walks into lane, Qs them, they're dead. If she walks into lane, miss Q, she just walks away.
Yeah, it's just a 5-second cooldown, and that's it. Or 6-second, whatever it is, after like level 4 or whatever. So nothing really doing level 1. It looks like both junglers want to start on their bot side. Both passing top. I would say that jungle is Juan's secondary role that I've seen. He plays ADC, probably plays a good support as well, but I see him play jungle quite a bit where he's comfortable with the role. First Q is a miss. Getting some poke down onto the Jhin.
I think if Malphite gets to level 3 without losing a good portion of his health, I think the lane is way harder at that point. I think Sylas needs to go for level 1, level 2 fight to at least establish lane dominance.
Yeah.
Was this a kill?
Close. Electrocute proc in this lane. I'm trying to get this wave pushed in. Morgana searching for a Q. No potions on the Malphite anymore. He elects to go Doran's shield as opposed to the AP item, Doran's ring.
Yeah, that's
So
way
he's
better
gonna be
in this
building.
matchup.
He's gonna be building tank. I would imagine he's gonna be building tank.
Mid could something go down. Jungle loses red buff.
Yep. Juan. Giga Chad move. Taking. Does 4 camps and goes straight. How did he get there before Rek'Sai?
I think that was a huge misplay. Malphite should have shoved out lane. He shoves way harder than Sylas does at this point.
Oh, Rek'Sai must have had a terrible clear there. What is going on? There's no way Wukong can get to red buff after clearing 4 camps early. There's no way that should happen. Or do I just not know Rek'Sai's clear?
Say it again, I'm sorry, I missed it.
So Wukong made it to Rek'Sai's red buff after doing 4 camps before he was even done with his red buff. So is that just like a terrible clear by Rek'Sai, or is that his normal clear speed?
Yeah, I would say it was bad.
Because if Rek'Sai the champion can't clear in like 3 minutes 40 seconds full clear, there's no way he is like a viable jungle in this meta. You have to be able to full clear by at least 340. And then not even be done with your red buff before
I didn't watch
Wukong
the leash. Wukong could have gotten a way better leash, which could have
Yeah.
contributed to that.
Not the end of the world though for Shurima. I think every game so far Jungle's been put behind early, so they've bounced back each time.
I think Crocodile needs to just walk back to lane, or go back to lane, buy the most MR item he can get, come back and just man fight the Sylas.
Yeah. It's probably just going to be like the 450.
Why did he buy that?
He goes
Cloth armor.
cloth armor.
Oh, he noticed the
Okay,
mistake?
he undid it. Boots though. Okay, that's good. Boots with. I mean, do you think?
I don't think so. I think he should skip the boots. The boots
I don't think
aren't
he
worth
can
it at this
afford
point.
Negatron. I don't think he can afford Negatron. I think he got boots because he couldn't afford. I think Negatron
much
is
do I
like
have?
900.
Oh, I guess I can just.
I think boots is okay if you can't afford the cloak, which I don't think he could.
I actually don't know. Can you check somebody's gold that they have on them?
Blood.
There is a way in the client, but it's kind of like I don't remember how to do it. It's like a finicky way to get to that. It would like be in the scoreboard section. Like if you hit scoreboard, maybe. No. Score display. But you're right. He's just like man fighting
Yeah.
the Silas.
He just needs to walk the lane. Silas can't do much to Malphite early on if he just
He needs to Q him.
hits
He needs to
MR.
Q him. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
what was that?
That was 100% on accident too. Neither of them knew that the other would do that.
What? Just.
He tried to hit the last minion and ended up dodging the ult.
That looks so weird. Like the way Malphite. That was so
The
bizarre.
unintentional outplay.
He successfully failed there. Wow. That was kind of scary. I didn't see who got first blood, by the way. The Renata
Yeah,
got a
Renata.
kill. It must have happened when that epic Malphite R went out. But I think we're seeing the fruits of that matchup. Once Malphite gets his first back, it should be a pretty easy lane for him. So, what do you think about Murktread's first item as opposed to building into an actual item?
Not bad.
Get a little bit of movement speed advantage as well as some MR.
On somebody like Malphite, it kind of doesn't matter because as long as he can just click buttons on him and not die immediately.
Yeah. Rek'Sai is going to be power farming. It's a scaling jungler. Down a little bit of CS due to that level 3 Wukong invade, but keeping up, I would say okay. Oh, we missed the Vex.
Oh, is this a
Oh,
dead
we get
Jin?
the fear. Fear? Oh, he dodged the fear. Well played.
Just barely though.
Yeah, they still have to sack the wave. Wukong's on the Rift Herald. Can they do immediate? They're gonna immediately do the dragon, clear the control ward.
Silas's win rate does go up with the Malphite on other team, but 0 times 60 is still 0.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to get really fed to make a difference in this game.
And when he's laning against a Malphite, he's not really gonna get fed.
Yeah. If he was laning against the Vex and they just funneled gold into him, he could make the difference a lot. But if you see these trades, if he's doing these same trades onto the Vex, she would be half health, almost dead. So Malphite just takes the 25% health and they trade damage. You never want to be even in health when you're Silas and you engage. Anyone else on their team would have been dead there.
Yeah. I mean, Malphite did everything like he wasn't supposed to do, and he still gets away. No TP though on the Malphite.
I think maybe
loses a wave.
If Malphite might have,
He goes armor. Who is he building for?
Yeah,
He's building for the Wukong, maybe. I don't know.
if
But
anything, I would have just went. I don't know why he didn't. If he was going armor, he could have just built a Bramble. I don't know why he got that.
yeah.
Bramble would have been made sense.
Does
would've been
that build
alright,
into
I
Jack Show? Does Jack Show take that Ping Vest?
I don't know.
But even if it does, I mean, you could just build the MR item for lane first.
I don't think it does. I think it's the MR item plus Kindle Gem.
Oh, so
Yeah, it's
stealth.
MIM, just Kindle Gem.
Yeah, I wonder what he's building.
Yeah, Jackshaw would be very good in this game, especially with the Morgana, Nico, and Silas. Silas would stack his Jackshaw real easily.
Yeah.
Just these long engaged fights would be perfect.
I honestly don't know what he's building with that. I guess we'll find out. He's just like walking at
Yeah.
him. Fighting the minion wave, Malphite definitely wins that.
They could go for a dive here. I think they kill him, as long as they stack their damage correctly. Then they could just dive him.
They're looking at to play bot lane.
They just need to engage. I
Malphite
don't know
doesn't
why
have
they're
R yet.
waiting.
Malphite's
he
waiting
doesn't?
for his R. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
almost up. And then he's gonna go in. And
He's dead.
yeah,
He-
yeah. He doesn't even need a flash there because Rek'Sai always has her ult. It's always gonna be a kill.
I think they misplayed sending him top. I think they misplayed not having Morgana jungle. I think
And
this
there's
is a
no-
draft
They were looking at a play. Blissstyle was looking at a counter play on the bot lane, but didn't come up with anything. Silas is TPing behind the Malphite. Does Malphite know about it?
I don't think he cares.
He's gonna be able to walk away.
With no ult.
Oh,
Anyone else
He
dies
gets-
there.
he gets
Anyone else
away.
on their team
he
dies.
gets away. He doesn't even like try and dodge the skill shot. He just like walks in a
Takes
straight
everything
line.
and just walks away barely. If he didn't use the ult up before, that was a kill.
The other thing about being in lane as Silas into the Malphite is you don't get his ult. It's like a cooldown to get the same person's ult,
Yeah.
right? So you can't just keep taking it.
It's it's like 460% longer.
The Renata ult disengages that fight pretty well. They lose their flashes, but get away with their lives. Drake's up in 56 seconds. They'll be back for the Drake.
Also, Morgana is not very helpful to their team just because they have so many AoE CCs. Even if they do put the CC on the one person, it goes on the rest of the team. No one else can do damage. Like there, see, they put the shield
Right.
on the Wukong, but everyone else was feared, so they still same effect.
Oh,
That was
why was
Ow.
that was
I had
that
to
was
click
bold.
it. Just had to click it. Lane did it, so I had to click.
They were trading HP. Now they get prio on the Drake. It was worth it. Get flash from the Gen. Silas gets Vex ult.
I don't
Does
think
Malphite
Vex
have
ult is good
TP?
here.
Malphite has TP. He's late. Malphite's way too late to be coming in. He should already be in the fight right now. Nico's dead. Kaisa is 1v1ing the Jhin. She gets hit. Oh, she gets hit with the Morgana. So that's unfortunate. Malphite's deciding not to be a part of this fight.
Yeah, I don't know why. He TP's down, they just win it.
Yeah.
That wasn't in.
The Jhin has no flash. He could have just R'd the Jhin.
Silas got nothing off that cook. He got, what, 1 assist?
But the thing is, Malphite doesn't like have tower sieging. He's not gonna get this turret. So like, what are you? He
I
gets a
think he
demolish
does.
proc.
I think he
He
does
gets a
get
demolish
siege.
proc. He gets a demolish proc, but as far as his like auto attacks to the turret, they don't do anything.
No, they scale
much
based
better.
on his armor, his W. So I think
Yeah, but he doesn't have that much. He's building. He brought Sheen.
well, I'm saying in
I
general.
mean, I
I
guess
think he
Sheen's
like
good for
collapsed
turrets.
towers compared to the rest of the team.
Hmm.
Because as you
I-
can see, Silas has barely touched his tower.
I think he's still better off being with team in the team fights. Well, Blessed Isles.
Well, let's see if they get this still top. I feel like he's just gonna ult away. Any other champ, they die there. They should
And it's
not be
such a
using,
short cooldown too.
Yeah, they should not be using some or abilities on him. Go for the mid.
Yeah, they didn't. The Wukong didn't R though, so it's. You get Malphite R. I mean, it's such a short cooldown, but Malphite needs to make an impact with his TP. I think it was a waste. It was a wasted opportunity. He needs to not do that again. Maybe he can TP for this Rift Herald though. If he does though, he won't be there for Drake. So he's just gonna walk the lane instead. By giving Rift Herald.
I think even with this current comp, I think having Nico top would have been better. Even if Nico can't do anything on Malphite, Nico can clear the waves on Malphite really hard and pretty much just shove him in the tower. But Silas can't push, and he can't kill him. So that's two things that he's just
A great disengage by the Renata.
Nice fight. Oh, this fight is not good if he gets a kill. Oh, no kill.
Wow. The reset, that was Renata reset. That's a 3 for 0. Worst case scenario. They get the mid turret cracked.
The pick comp works. They
I
just
don't-
choose one person and they die first and they get the reset.
I don't know if they'll be able to get this turret in the bot lane. EP from Nico into the top tier 2 turret. They're going for this turret. Renata needs the auto attack. And they're out. Okay. Reset. Drake's not up for 2 minutes. Baron's up in 2 minutes, but there's no early Barons anymore since they buffed it. Malphite just R's the Nico. She has Q. Doesn't have clone anymore.
I wouldn't
She
use
uses
ult on her.
Rhydon.
He doesn't do nearly enough damage to kill her going full tank.
I wouldn't use Flash if I'm Malphite.
Yeah.
Why is he flashing there? He's never gonna kill.
He just needed to TP down bot while she was up there. She has no TP. That wouldn't.
Rek'Sai caught out.
Bad misplay.
Yeah. It's not gonna be too punishing. There's nothing really up, but it is giving gold over to Shurima for really no reason. This guy's looking for a demolish proc. He gets it. Walks away. He needs to reset. Morgana's looking, but he should be able to get away. Alright, Malphite has TP for this fight. He better be there for it. Morgana's resetting. Everyone's gonna reset for this dragon fight. Malphite's gonna walk to lane, but he can't get to that wave fast enough. He should honestly just start walking to the fight right now, and then TP to top after the fight. There's no point walking, because he's not gonna make it to the wave. Unless he decides not to come again, which would be a serious mistake. Tribush is where Blessed Isles is looking to make their entry. Malphite's going to try and push one wave because he's greedy, but he should already be at the fight. He's going to come really late, and now it's already done. Once again, okay, Malphite's coming in. They're waiting. Okay, Malphite got to the back line. They're hunting for Silas. Flash from the Nico.
I think even with that bad engage, they still won it. That's simply because the other team comp isn't cohesive. They can't do anything. They went on them, and then Jin just died.
Malphite needs to get to these fights earlier, though. He's just so late.
Jin should not be the first one dying in any of these fights, but they can't do anything to stop it because, well...
Well, Malphite came in from behind with the TP, but Yeah. But that's... Yeah, Jin really has no reason to die last, because like we said, everyone else is going to be going in, and he's on the back line. But if Malphite TP's behind, you know, not much you can do.
Well, I mean, even if he doesn't TP behind him, he just clicks on him in the back.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do about it? Burst out the Malphite?
Yeah. They have a little bit of CC in Peel, but...
But Malphite goes on the back line.
Malphite has
the
R, he
ult.
gets out of this. How many times has this rock gotten caught and just R's away, and then his cooldown's... His R's back up in 45 seconds. No harm, no foul. Uh-oh.
Gets caught? That was bad.
What? Bless
No reason to be
Shurima
there.
needs to work on their positioning. I mean, this is just every time they're giving the game. They're letting Blessed Isles like actually have a chance.
Even though they drafted horribly.
All right. I don't think Blessed Isles will make the same mistake of trying to do the Baron prematurely.
They don't have the damage, like not even a little bit.
Yeah, they don't have any damage. But they are looking to fight for this red buff. Vex isn't there yet.
Which is weird.
We do not have Malphite R. No Malphite R.
They should not be
Malphite's
using any
dead.
abilities on Malphite. Like, you see how much they're using on him, and he's barely not dying? That's 2 Wukong ult.
Silas dead.
If they re-engage on this, they're just dead.
I think Shurima wins this. Oh, great by the Vex. Does Jin make it out? We need a W to hit from the Kaisa. Does Kaisa hit it?
I called it earlier. They should not have... Jin is either can't be in the fight, or he's the first one to die. It's one of those two. Can't be both.
Renata being very oh no, no.
Maybe they did on purpose to just
I
suicide
know,
and give him the
that's
kill.
a hockey, that's for sure a hockey. Even before I saw like who it was TPing, I know hockey's gonna pull that crap. And he right clicks the Baron and dies instantly. Oh, that's tragedy. But no TP on the Silas. I don't think it was worth it for the meme, but nonetheless, a show of dominance by Hockey Boys TPing to that ward. They are all positioned around the Baron. Renata is back up. They probably want to wait for Renata to start any fight. We have not a lot of HP on the Rek'Sai either, so they're just getting vision control. They're gonna push mid wave to get mid prio, always good. Never skip leg day, never skip mid wave. Silas clearing a control ward, re-establishment of vision. Rek'Sai is coming back with HP. And look for a fight. Mid prio is won by Shurima. Drake's up in a minute 20. I expect to see some more posturing around the Baron until that point, and then I think they're going to shift to the Dragon. None of the teams can really start the Baron without winning a team fight, so it's just going to be a lot of posturing, and then
I would say just go for a pick.
yeah, I mean
needs
that's
to go for a pick, and then
that's what Vex is doing. Vex is throwing it out. Malphite.
Vex has no reason to try and guess when they have a Malphite who could just click on somebody.
Yeah, and they've bullied them out of the river, so the posturing is shifting over, like I said, to
Thanks for the
now.
save.
As soon as Malphite shows, that gives the green light to Blessed Isles to go in, and that's what they're doing. Rek'Sai gets out. Malphite's looking for TP again. Still have 18 seconds before the spawn. Malphite actually gets to do some sieging here, and now he can come into the fight. He's just walking from out.
That's probably the best case scenario fight if they don't win this. They win the fight.
Yeah.
Don't know
I mean,
how. They just got caught. They need to not
Malphite
get
just
caught.
cannot, like...
Malphite needs to not be anywhere not near the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's just... How many times does he have to make the same mistake? They might lose mid inhib off of this. I don't think they can lose mid. Oh. Just shut down to the Silas.
Oh, they can...
Oop.
Oh, if he didn't waste ult earlier, that was a free kill.
Oh. Wukong is soloing the dragon right now. He should be able to kill it in time.
Malphite does not know when he has kill potential, because he would not have wasted it.
Malphite has no R, he's dead.
I think they
Also,
need to counter engage on this because they are by themselves and they have a Kaisa. I think if they just went on...
Malphite didn't have R, lost
No,
all his HP because he runs into every single Morgana Q on the way to Dragon.
I think if Rek'Sai just bought enough time for Malphite not to die immediately, I think they win full caught again, push up with no vision, and count the minions. And they still get it.
Into it. Oh gosh. That's gonna be a mid turret cracked. Wukong has R, looking for a flank potential onto the Kaisa, but we have the handshake by the Renata. It's gonna be tough to get onto him. Uh-oh. They are posturing around the Baron. Malphite has TP still, but he's gonna spend 40 seconds walking to the wave. See, the other issue with him being on the other side of the map is that gives a green light to Blessed Isles to fight, because Malphite's not there. He's showing right now, and now Silas is going to look to go in. Rek'Sai is really extended by himself.
They have no vision though, so they can't even go for the pick. They don't see her.
He needs a TP now. He needs just TP. Okay, he's coming in into the Baron pit. Looking to fight. Jhin is kind of exposed, but the team's not there for
I think they could just do
follow-up.
Baron here. I
Yeah,
don't
they
think
can do
counter-
Baron. Nico's bottom. Nico does have TP available,
They should just turn
but-
on Baron.
but they should... Oh,
Yeah, just do Baron. No Silas, that's free Baron.
yep.
Why is Malphite walking into their jungle? He doesn't have kill and he's on his own.
He R's the Morgana.
Not what you want to see. I mean, they still win it, surely, because of how far ahead they are, but that was not a good play. Especially not without the whole team being there beforehand.
Vex is looking on the side. Vex is gonna have to fear them to get out of this.
Good play. They need to step up.
Yep, they need to step up to save Vex. I think they just do Baron there, and then they can like initiate, like if they want to turn with Malphite R, they can, but instead Malphite uses his R on the Morgana. I don't think that's what you want to do. Also, Malphite has no R. Oh my
No, why did he? He should
gosh.
have just completed the back. They didn't know he was there. Do they win this?
Oh, the Renata R, the Renata R. And he
Dude.
gets the reset. Oh, he gets the reset.
Winning by sheer coincidence.
Oh, the Wolves saved.
I think the fact that he can misplay so many times and they still win is just a team comp diff. It's like,
yeah, I mean, Renata, that's like the second Renata save, I think, of this game, which isn't that easy to do. Oh my god.
it's easier to do it when the guy has 400 armor.
Yeah. Renata Malphite has his bar back up. Nothing Blessed Isles can do about this. About this Baron. Is there any way that Blessed Isles can come back and win this? They're down 5k gold. This guy, like, if R's up, he's gonna use it. Doesn't matter, like, what the situation. He's pressing the R button.
Like, they have to get a really good engage on the Kaisa before the fight starts. That's it. That's the only way they can win. They have to make sure Kai'Sa's dead and they take no damage.
Yeah, they need a flank from the Wukong or the Silas.
It's not even that. It requires all of them to land their abilities at the same time.
It's a flash. If there's one thing that Shurima's good at, is it's getting picked randomly when none of their team is around. Drake's up in 20 seconds, no jungler. It still should be tough. Okay. Zanya's. Okay.
These picks, it's just they can't do anything about getting picked. If any of one of them is cut
Yeah.
out just a little bit out of place, they're dying.
Kai'Sa just gets to walk up. I mean, that was like, it started out really good for Blessed Isles.
I don't think it did because they didn't get the damage they needed.
They got
it to.
2 picks, but or they got 1 pick onto the Rek'Sai, and it was close getting the Vex. The Vex did have to flash. They almost got the Vex. So kind of a waste of the Baron buff. They didn't really do anything with the Baron, but they still have a little bit of time left on it. Maybe they can get some sieging. Malphite has PP, but you don't really want to blow it trying to get a tower somewhere. The only towers that are left of tier 2 are mid and bottom. I would have liked to see a little bit more of the Baron buff used before Drake came up, but because Rek'Sai got picked, it made it difficult to do that. Bless you and Blessed Isles.
Thank you.
So at this point, they're just waiting for a team fight to end the game, essentially. Malphite's going to try and push this wave by himself. Wukong and Silas are going to go in on him, and he's going to R away. Oh, he just walks away instead. We get a little bit of a push on mid-wave. Vex might be looking for an R with Wukong and Silas top. The only thing is you have the Morgana spell shield available, so it's tough to kind of just go in solo.
I don't think that saves them.
Malphite solo pushing top. Silas going to match. A lot of posturing going on in mid. No commitment from either team.
I think what happens here is that Silas needs to just steal his ult and just walk away. Let him sit top. You're not doing anything to him. You're not stopping him. And you're
Silas
also
might
not
die
pushing
here.
the wave.
Right? I guess
Steal
Silas
his ult
is...
and leave.
Yeah, he got his ult. And...
Don't use ult on him. Okay.
he didn't. But, dude, this Malphite never attempts to even try and dodge a skill shot. Like, he literally just, like, walks straight and just tanks.
To be fair, he is only 1 in 3 while taking every single skill shot in the game. Still can't win team comp there.
Oh my gosh. This Vex is going... The Vex is going ham. The Renata had a huge ult there as well. I mean, literally best case scenario team fight for Blessed Isles, and still nothing really to show for it. And this Morgana is playing with her life right now, even trying to step up to the Vex.
Jin couldn't get any damage off that fight because he was feared or stunned the whole time. The whole time he had to be within range of everyone else and couldn't attack him from a good distance.
Nico has TP up in 12 seconds. Nico has to be a little careful. Shurima is going to be looking for Hextech Soul in 1 minute 40 seconds. Baron's up before that. so Baron will be the next objective. Malphite has TP. Has some pretty good wards for a flank as well. But I expect Plus Eyes to clear them. He's going to push bot wave. He better not push a wave after this. He needs to be in position for the team fight. He's never going to touch the tier 2. He just needs to... He's going to greed for another wave. Granada's going to get caught. Nope. Handshake.
I think to just get vision. Again, Malphite's bot.
Okay, Malphite's bot, but they're not
I think it
engaging.
works better here than it does other times.
Shurima's strong enough where they really can't jump on him without the Malphite, so Malphite splitting here is okay. Nico's coming to match the Malphite, so now Malphite's free to walk away.
I would say Malphite was
TP now. Just go for the TP.
TP.
Or just walk behind him.
Just walk behind him.
Mid.
Just walk
He
behind
can
him.
walk mid and
Walk
kill
mid.
them all.
Walk mid, dude. Just walk mid. Look mid. Please
No,
look mid.
he's gonna 1v1 the Nico
That's
instead.
game end if you just walk mid.
Oh. Good flank. It was a really good flank by the Wukong, but Malphite is still in the bot lane.
He doesn't get anything on the Nico. She clears wave the second he gets there. It's the whole game plan I was saying earlier.
my gosh.
If they just put Nico top to do this the whole game, they don't lose nearly as bad.
Oh, he pressed the button now. That's Mountain Soul for the Malphite. Unkillable beast. I'm not sure what Blessed Isles could do at this point other than
Hail Mary.
Malphite somehow not being in a fight and then everyone dying that needs to die on Shurima while Malphite's not there. Big 100 gold shutdown onto the Vex. She is super strong. Building the death caps, Vanaman's favorite item. Fight for the Baron. Malphite's not there, doesn't need to be at this point.
Why is he using the ult on one person? I don't think they ever got a pick from Malphite this whole game.
Oh my gosh, he should have just picked like Jax or someone. He wanted to side lane. I mean, I guess he didn't kill the Nico.
I mean, it works, I guess, but he
It
like
gets the
lucked
tower.
into just the other team just playing worse somehow.
Yeah, exactly. Like his team just being so far ahead. Vex is gonna walk up and just...
I want to ask them why they sent Hockey Boy top.
I mean, that's one of his strongest roles.
Well, as a Silas.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a 40-minute game. I mean, it could have gone either way. Great first games for the Chemtech League. A lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to cast. Let's see if we can get the captains in here. If one of the mods who are in the chat can just pull, or maybe Hockey, could you pull yourself into the caster booth? See if I can DM Hockey to get him in here. Who we have? Here we go. Both captains. Gentlemen, great first match for Kimtech. Way to kick off the new season. Every single game was a banger. A lot of fun to watch. I want to hear your guys' initial impressions from the match. We'll start with the winner, Savannahman.
There were a ton of picks every game. Every game was about avoiding the picks.
Yeah, it was every time you guys were in a situation where you're a little bit precarious in your positioning, hockey's team like took full advantage of it every single time. And that's like something that I've been on this team twice. Like he's really good at finding like when people are out of position and taking advantage. So you really got to be on your toes against a hockey boys team. And hockey, let me hear your impressions on how the match went.
Thab's Vex is very scary.
Oh my gosh. Well, so game one, you guys really targeted him. I think 4 out of the 5 bans were on the mid lane, and then you kind of adjusted going forward. Is it just because I guess he was early picking his champions, or I guess you guys gave him the opportunity because you were early picking your mid laners. So was there a reason for the change of strategy?
Well, in game one, there just wasn't really anything in jungle we wanted to ban, so we're like, okay, I guess we gotta ban some mid laners.
Yeah.
We tried just picking mid laners that scale pretty well.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a scaling meta. Even game 3, whereas like a pretty big gold advantage, the game still went 40 minutes. So scaling picks seems to be the move in this current patch.
Question. Why
Yeah,
did
go ahead, Colonel.
both your teams pick 4 really good champs, and then you guys picked one outlier who just was total opposite of what everyone wanted? Like that last game, the Jhin was the total opposite of what you guys wanted to do for Blessed Isles. Was there a reasoning specifically? Was it because you guys really wanted to play the Jhin? Was it familiarity?
Yeah, like I think Jim's just a good champ right now, so that's probably why. That was kind of it. It's like also pretty good into Kaisa. So like that was kind of what we were thinking.
And the Silas into the Malphite, I don't think you're gonna get too much of an advantage in lane, but obviously it's good. Anytime Malphite's on the other team, it's good to pick the Silas. Did you ever consider taking him to the mid lane maybe? And maybe using, because I thought Wukong was gonna I thought you were on the Wukong hockey and you're gonna abuse the Malphite. That's what I was expecting. And then maybe taking the Silas somewhere else. But well, how did you come to that decision?
Well, the Wukong was a 1 special. That's kind of what we did. Like the Silas, like I kind of trolled picking Silas, I think, because partly it was to stop them from picking Maokai jungle.
Yeah.
Because Silas just kind of steals that ult, but like, I don't know, I probably should have just played Gwen.
Oh my gosh, don't remind me of the hockey Gwen. It's scary. Well, Savannahman, you played excellent all 3 games. Tell me how you guys, after that first game, you guys got pretty much rolled. But I will say that you guys fought to the last second. I mean, it was getting to the point where I think you guys were gonna win every team fight, but you just had no like nexus defenses. So
We messed up. We messed up the macro right at the end. We could have held on a little bit longer. It's fine.
I was counting down.
Everyone's.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was counting down the last team fight on the first game when Olaf was coming in. I'm like, if they keep this up for 20 seconds for the inhib to spawn, I think they win it. And then he came running in at the 15 seconds.
He just like walks in and ends the game.
We were panicking at one point. We were all trying to TP back when the minions were taking all of our whole base. They were stopping our backs. It was good. It's just a small misplay.
But how did you guys like bounce back mentally from that game to switch it up to game 2? I think your team comp game 2 was like unlosable. I mean, it was such a good team comp. Did you just like just reevaluate your draft, or what was the discussion like in between game 1 and game 2?
Well, the mental was fine. You know, everyone's coming back from the trip. Everyone on the trip. No one's played yet. So early in the season, that was our first game together. So it's just you just shake it off.
Yeah, you
fine.
kind of got to have those hard stomps to really figure out like what works and what doesn't. So,
We just put people on the champs they wanted. We wanted to be a little bit more dive on the second one.
yeah, once on game two, like with Jinx and Aethel getting the resets on her passive and Aethel's W, like once one kill goes down, it's just over for the whole team fight. So it was like it's a tough team comp to play into, and you saw that in game three. Blessed Isles basically banned your entire like game two draft. So really solid draft in game two. Well, that's Colonel. Do you have any more questions for them?
I think that was it.
Do you guys
I
have
want to
any
shout out.
any closing
Yeah.
comments from either of you guys?
Shout out to the subs. The schedule was really hard this week. Kyle's still undefeated sub top lane, even though he does not play top lane.
Oh, that's another thing. Why Malphite was never in a team fight. He always had TP up when objectives, and he was always just like on the other side of the map.
He was value the whole game. That's it.
He was like emotional support. Like, good job, guys, you got this. I'm gonna bonk the tower for a little bit while you guys are fighting for your lives. But Hockey, any closing comments?
The split pushing Malphite goes hard. I'm gonna say the opposite of Sev. We lost. I mean, if we had Jaboyj, I don't know. One just wasn't it. If one just had like 20 kills each game, we would have won. But he only had like 18 in that game too. So
Dang, Juan's got to step it up, I guess.
Did not get the 1v9 he was looking for.
no, but Shurima played really well. GG's to them.
Yeah, GG's to both you guys. It was a lot of fun to watch. Always fun to watch you guys both play.
That was a
Colonel,
fun game to
anything?
spectate.
Yeah, they were great games.
Yeah. Well, you kicked off the Kimtech Season 11 Booze Bash with like a firecracker of a start. So if this is any indication with how the other matches are going to go, we are in for a very fun season. So thank you guys for putting on a show.
And thank you, chat, for sticking with us for these 3 games.
Yeah, we got like we have 33 in the chat. It's like that's one of the bigger numbers I've seen in Booze Bash. So you guys are really pulling all of the attention. You guys are like the heavy hitters. So way to bring the theatrics. That's all I got. Chad, thanks for joining us, and I think we're gonna sign off, Colonel.
I think I'll see you guys for the next game, which should be in a day or 2.
Yep. GG's, guys.
Bye.
GG's.
GG's.